This here represents the surface of life. Surface. And we see surfaces, surfaces. And about 300 years ago, scientists, they started wondering what was this wood, and what was this metal, and what was it really? So they start looking into matter. So this side is matter, and this side is mind. Mind and matter. And the scientists, well, they discovered molecules. Deeper they went, and they discovered these atoms. And like I say, they thought that was the smallest particle for a long time. All these things we learn about in school. They went deeper, and they find inside the atoms these little electrons and neutrons and protons. And they went deeper and deeper and deeper, smaller and smaller particles, smaller and smaller particles. They found 4 forces. On a deeper level, the 4 became 3. And on a deeper level, the 3 became 2. And then, about 30 years ago, modern science, quantum physics, discovered the unified field. The unity of all the particles and all the forces of matter, of creation. Not only did they discover the unified field, but they found that everything that is a thing emerges from this field of no thing. Unmanifest it is. Unmanifest. It is no hyphen thing, but all things come from it. Anything that is a thing has emerged from this field of unity. It's oneness. The scientists know this exists, but if they wanted to get there, you can't get there. It's unmanifest. You can't walk into this field. But any one of those scientists could practice a technique, transcendental meditation, which, remember, true happiness is not out there. You're given a mantra. A mantra, a very specific sound, vibration, thought. Very specific. It needs to be life-supporting at all deeper levels. And that mantra that you're given, that Maharishi gives, the key that opens the door. The mantra turns the mind within. Turns the awareness within. And you naturally dive. Why is it natural? Because each deeper level of mind and each deeper level of intellect has more happiness. And the deeper levels of mind and deeper levels of intellect correspond to deeper levels of matter. At the borderline of intellect, you transcend. Transcend is the key word. It means to go beyond. You're going beyond field of relativity, duality, experiencing oneness. Pure, unbounded, infinite consciousness. This consciousness has qualities: infinite creativity, intelligence, energy, love, power, and bliss. dynamic peace. Always been there, never had a beginning, it is and it will be forever. Unbounded, infinite, eternal, immutable, immortal consciousness, fullness. Any human being can experience this easily and effortlessly with Transcendental Meditation. Transcendental Meditation is just a vehicle to get you here. When you experience this level, you enliven it, and it grows in the individual. So if you started with a ball of consciousness this big, everyone has consciousness. Consciousness is the way to understand consciousness. If you took it away, you'd see what it really is. If there wasn't any consciousness, we wouldn't exist. And if we did exist, we wouldn't know it. It's the I amness of life. It is life itself. Tied to consciousness is all this. Creativity, intelligence, energy, love, power, bliss, dynamic peace, all positive. Light of unity, all positive. You experience this level and you enliven it, and this ball of consciousness that you thought was just going to stay the same for the rest of your life starts expanding, and these qualities expand. So day by day, you're growing creativity, intelligence, love, energy. And this ball of consciousness is now expanding, and you're owning unconscious or subconscious more and more and more. Side effect of the growth of this consciousness is negativity starts to recede, tension. I write all these things.
Good morning to you. Can't give up smoking, says Comatose. I can't give up shouting. You can't give up making bad Twin Peaks episodes.
Should we just go to the car?
This is a video of people buying a PlayStation 2 at lunch.
Empty box, anyway.
Stick it on the tree.
This is what childhood dreams are made of, right?
I've been waiting for this for a very long time. Pretty much since I first heard about it.
You got the first PlayStation?
Yeah.
Why are they following them?
Yeah, I've been playing video.
You can pull it out too.
What are they expecting to happen? Good morning, Good Wee Games, Brenfu, Rabbit Snap, Amicus Riley, Midi, Comatools. Amicus Riley asks, in hindsight, do you accept that the PS1 was a bit rubbish? No. No. PlayStation 1, mind. You'll forget this because I'm like one of the no God of games. That's Rab that says that, isn't it? I'm not a God of game. Demigod. I'm like a demigod of games, but you forget that I didn't own a console until PlayStation 1. PlayStation 1's the very first console. What a ridiculous video this is. But I do remember the excitement of this.
They had to go in.
They've got a boom pole. This is like a full TV crew that's following this guy.
Is this like an early Christmas present?
No, I've just been wanting to get this for ever since I heard of. Oh, thank you, honey.
How many of your friends are getting one?
I really don't have any idea. small enough.
That woman doesn't understand that he doesn't need a girlfriend anymore. She can go. She doesn't understand that she's surplus to requirements now. Size of that telly. PS1 games have aged badly, says Middy. So's your ma.
Same cable for him.
Sorry. So that was uncalled for.
Which makes it nice and easy.
Just different controller. Where'd you get that?
They're on the couch. Can you grab that smuggler drum for me?
Smuggler's Run?
Yeah.
This is the one that was sold out for you?
Whoever made this video just went, there's nothing worth cutting out here. There's nothing, we can't edit this video, because it's all gold.
Alright.
Wonder what he's going to play. It's exciting, isn't it?
Okay, yeah, select your language.
Oh. Okay.
Haven't seen that one before. Can you put it?
Okay, go for it.
Let me see that again. Let me see that again. He did it once and they weren't ready for it, so they made him do it again, but they forgot to edit out the first time that he did it, so you can see the disc. Look, disc there disappears.
Okay.
Haven't seen that one before. Can you put it?
Disc, no disc. Smuggler's Run. Guy's probably spent the best part of $1,000 and he's going to play Smuggler's Run.
Time zone?
I've no bothered with Baldur's Gate 3 Comatose because I know it's going to be such a time investment that I didn't bother.
I didn't know it
I might at some point.
had kept the date.
PS2. And this is the one where you're the cop or the bad guy. Who are you gonna be? The bad guy. Man,
That's interesting.
it looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah. It is sharp.
A lot better than the other one.
Pretty sharp, he says. Smuggler's Run.
That was gonna have sharp video, but
Yeah.
that's pretty impressive.
It's like a movie.
These parts of it.
You don't have all the blocks that you used to have on the other one.
I've heard about you. Apparently you can drive.
Guys, nothing's happening. I'm not even halfway through the video and nothing's happening.
Just two to start off with.
Two to start. Is this like the other you buy after you win?
I think so. I haven't read the book yet. We'll have to.
The book. He's not read the book that comes with the game.
Well, I've been impressed with it ever since I've been reading about it on the internet for a while and downloading video clips, and it's just amazing to me how far technology has come since, well, my first system was an old Atari 800 computer back in 1979.
Morning, John at college.
Things have changed.
This is a guy buying a PlayStation 2 at lunch. I don't know why we're watching it.
How long were you on the waiting list?
Blue Meth says this is painful. God bless her, humour and her man-child partner. That's what I'm picking up most for this video is the awkwardness of her pretending to show interest in this.
I signed up sometime in late January, early February, when I first saw the sign that you could take early sign-ups. Oops.
Keep it up, baby. You know you can do that. Beautiful, tough guy. Really beautiful. Successful enough with everything there in the end.
Look at the size of the aerial on their TV.
Looks real good. We should have bought a DVD.
I know. We'll have to get one tomorrow.
Yeah.
We should have bought a DVD, she says, to test out the DVD player.
It's just a lot sharper than
Looks
other
great.
systems. The S video helps too, though.
Should have bought a sofa to sit on.
Takes a second to load though.
That's probably got a lot more information it's got to load than compared to the old system.
Yeah.
But it's still a lot faster than some of the games I've got that take forever.
That's why she can't go to bed. They've sold their bed as well to buy a PlayStation 2.
Ooh, I like how you can see all the way to the back.
Yeah.
And there's not a set course, you go wherever you want.
No. Complete freedom on this one.
Complete freedom. Complete freedom. Right. Anyway, how does that end? I kind of want to see all it just in case they say something funny.
That is nice.
Yeah, very good.
Is it worth the wait?
Oh yeah.
In every other country, everybody looked at the PlayStation 2 cable and went, who the fuck is this cable for? You could run it into your garden, but in Americans with their massive houses, it's no long enough. The cable's no long enough for him to sit on his sofa, because his TV's so far away. Come on, Cuppy. Another Scottish streamer reacting to old videos, brilliant. Another chat participant who isn't using any punctuation. Take that. Take that. Still half asleep. Nine months he's been waiting. Look how exciting this is.
So, like, what's the big deal? What's the appeal? You know, if somebody's not real familiar with it and stuff like that, and they don't, what's the big deal? I don't quite.
This guy is having heavy second thoughts about letting this camera crew into his house because he just wants to play his stupid wee racing game by himself. He wants his girlfriend or his wife to go to bed and stop asking stupid questions, and he wants this camera crew to fuck off so he can stay up until 6 in the morning playing that crap Rockstar game.
Excitement about PlayStation 2. What is the excitement? What is it about?
It's just that the games can be so much.
It's just that it's it. That's what I like most about it. It's it, and you can buy it, and everybody's buying it. That's what I like about it. If it wasn't it, I wouldn't be that bothered about it, but it's it, so it's exciting because it's it. But it's only going to be exciting for a few months while it's it, and then it's just going to be like everything else where I'm no bothered about it.
Much more lifelike. The system has a much higher polygon count, which allows for more realistic looking characters, cars, whatever your game is, and
Characters, that's your... Whatever your game is, whether it be characters or cars.
then also the processor in it is so much faster, allowing for more realistic artificial intelligence, and it's just all around. It's a much more powerful system than anything that's out there. It's the best that's out there now. So, and I always kind of like to have the new gadgets. When the first PlayStation came out, I had to get one of those, and same with some of the other systems.
Do you share his enthusiasm for gameplay, or like you can like those golf widows,
I'm the cheerleader. I totally support him in all this. I don't play any of them. I love to watch him and help him along, but I don't play any of them. But I'm excited about it. He's been waiting a long time, and it's been a good 9-10 months. And the last couple days have been really long. Today was really long, and it was exciting. So it was fun being down there and getting it. And he was number 13, but other people ended up cutting in front of us, so that was kind of pretty bad. But but it was fun. It's a lot of fun. I'm excited.
She's put up with my habit.
Yes.
So was it worth the wait?
Yeah, it is.
And the money.
Yeah, and the money. But I've been preparing for this for a long time too. So I actually paid for the system a while ago, and then just bought the games and stuff today. So that way it wasn't going to cost quite as much as if I laid it all down at once.
Can I go and get you both state your name for me on tape?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, Dan.
No, I'm Daniel.
And I'm Michelle.
Your last name?
Gnat. Gnat. It's German. G-N-A-D-T. It doesn't. It's not spelled how it sounds.
Okay.
It's not with a G.
G-N-A-D.
A-D-T.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So they've been filming this guy since he was waiting in the queue at the shop, and they followed him all the way home, and they've been in his house for about an hour, and then they ask his name.
Whoops.
Tiberius Riley, I think you missed the start of the video. Good morning, Tiberius Riley. This is a guy who just bought a PlayStation 2 at launch. So this is October 26th in the year 2000.
Oh, oops.
I don't think anything else is going to happen, is it?
He must not have Firestone tires.
Looks a bit like Joaquin Phoenix. Exciting, innit? That's what that lassie's got to look forward to for the next.
You gotta be able to get a good car now.
Well, it hasn't let me buy a new car yet,
Oh.
so I don't know.
So I don't know, is she going into work tomorrow morning, or you just staying?
No, I'll be going into work tomorrow.
Our plans change.
Yeah.
I'm a murderer. I murder people.
A lot more intelligence going on in the game. It's not as elementary as it used to be, and I think that's why a lot of the adults like the PlayStation. So it's really customized more.
You gonna change something?
Yeah, let's go for it.
He'll be whacking Phoenix in a minute. He'll be whacking Phoenix in a minute. I see.
That's cool.
Oh, has he got something else?
Post the picture.
Here we go. What else have we got? He pushed the drawer in. He pushed the fucking drawer in. Did any use do that with your PlayStation 2? Push the drawer in instead of pushing the button, pressing the button?
You can play a regular, just music CD to this, huh?
Yeah, or a DVD. That's why, another reason she let me get it. Because we've been wanting a DVD player, and since it was kind of a game system and DVD all in one, it just kind of made sense.
And how much are DVD players?
They're about the same price, about $300.
Oh, like that money.
He's lying. He's making that up. PlayStation 2 isn't the same price as a DVD player, obviously, because it's a fucking game system and a DVD player. It's about the same price.
When you first think about games and stuff like that, you think maybe of younger kids or something like that. Well, a good example in USA Today, there was a photograph of these kids around the new PlayStation 2, and they were like, 11, 12-year-olds. So you think of that kind of age group. What is the appeal, you think, to adults? What is it about this system that really appeals to adults?
I'm not quite sure. It's hard to say on that. I think my generation was the first generation that actually had video games, and so we've just kind of grown up with them, and the systems have.
The woman making this film for the TV station is just going to keep asking the same question and again. Why are you not in bed yet? Why are you still up? Why have you not grown up yet?
Grown up with us, and so you're seeing games that are more geared towards people our age, and
Exactly, good Wii games, exactly.
quit wanting to play them.
That's a good point. That's a good point. And you never actually developed a flair for it or anything like that. It's
Nah, I can't play them. I've got 2 left fingers. I'm not good at it. I'm his biggest fan.
2 left fingers? Why would that stop you from playing games if you had 2 left fingers? 2 left fingers are as good as 2 right fingers. This telly woman behind the camera isn't asking enough questions.
But I'm not his competitor, so pretty much I cheer him on and he plays. Or my little sister, they like to go head to head, so yeah.
okay. All right. That's great.
And that's all they talked about. And that was the end of the film. Doesn't even have a proper ending. They just stayed there forever. Music. So what's happening with yous? What yous up to? Good morning, what yous up to? I started looking at the Xbox. Xbox's unboxing. No unboxing. Unveiling. There it is. The Xbox. Bill Gates unveiling the Xbox. I just want to see one bit of this video.
Key chip, their NVIDIA chip. In fact, what you're seeing here is the final
Something's about to happen, and I just want to know how it happens because I saw it in the video
Xbox,
preview.
except for a couple of those chips that are so state-of-the-art that they'll only be done right as we finish the manufacturing. So we'll plug those chips in. Except for that, everything in this box is the final.
Everybody's pretending to do work. Good. You might as well, Dot Gobbler, you might as well get that gardening done well. It's just a wee spot of rain, because it's going to get worse. So you might as well get it done now. World Class Gaming is just coming up, good Wii games, so stay tuned for that. I've never been glamping. Tiberius Riley's gone glamping, but I've never been glamping because I'm too outraged by the price of renting they things.
Design.
There wasn't even an intro. Like just a fade to black, and then The Rock appeared next to the Xbox.
Except for that, everything in this box is the final design.
That's fascinating. That's fascinating. Yeah, I might want to use that sometime, Bill.
Well, thanks, Rock.
How come The Rock roughly looks like the same species as Bill Gates now, but nowadays he's like 5 times the size? He's like an orc man.
And it really is an honor to have you here. Believe it or not, I'm a big fan of yours. For instance, I know that you're a 5-time WWF champion, not to mention one of the top entertainers in the world.
Bill, I'm very flattered. I'm a big fan of
This is so natural.
yours as well. For instance, The Rock knows you're the chairman and chief software architect of the Microsoft Corporation, a leading worldwide provider of software for the personal computer.
Thank you, Rock. I'm very flattered myself.
By creating Windows in 1983, a multitasking graphical user interface environment
This is why The Rock's got shades on, so you can't tell that he's reading his lines.
that runs on MS-DOS-based computers along with Windows NT and Windows 2000, completely self-contained operating systems that feature networking, symmetric multiprocessing, multi-threading, and security. Bill, you've certainly revolutionized the technology we know today.
Wow. Rock, that is impressive. But let's move on.
Oh. You also like golf.
That's true, I do. But today isn't about me, Rock. It's about the future of video games.
Bill Gates.
Did you see that? Did you see that? Awkward. Future of video games. Look at Bill Gates' eyes after he says future of video games.
It's about the future of video games.
Bill Gates, you never cease to amaze The Rock. Never cease to amaze The Rock. You're right again. Today isn't about you. It's about the new Xbox. And quite frankly, I couldn't be more excited. The Xbox is everything The Rock is. Cutting edge, powerful, exhilarating.
Fucking massive.
And like The Rock, it will be the most electrifying thing coming out this year. And what The Rock is...
Just like The Rock as well, you'll have to send the power supply back, otherwise it'll burn your house down.
sports entertainment to the WWF, the Xbox will be to the video game industry a breakthrough and certainly an original. I mean, The Rock doesn't impress easily, Bill, you know that, but I'm pretty damn impressed with what we're seeing here today. And considering that this Xbox at this moment is only running on 1/5 of the system's power, it's very impressive. Bill, do you have any idea what
Games companies are such liars, aren't they? Such practiced liars.
The Rock would be like if he were only running on 1/5 of his power?
Well, I would think that...
It doesn't matter what you think, Bill. I'm sorry, Bill. It's just a force of habit. Rock apologizes. No, The Rock, even at 1/5 of his power, would still blow everybody out of the water, just like the Xbox. It is truly the future of video games, and I'm very excited to simply be a part of it if you smell what The Rock is cooking.
Thank you. Great job.
The Rock says...
That was excellent. That was really excellent. That's what he said, Amicus Riley. If The Rock was in a weakened state and he only had 1/5 his power, he would blow everybody. It's an unusual tactic, but I'm sure he knows what he's doing. I've got quite bad news for you. I've got an Amiga emulator sitting here that I've been playing with, so I'm really sorry about that, but I might be sticking on an Amiga game in a minute, just because I want to play an Amiga game. But I know nobody else is getting any interest in that. Sorry, Rabbit Snap, sorry. I was going to play Populous. Took me ages last week. Was it last week? Took me a few days anyway, whenever it was, trying to get Populous, the Amiga version of Populous running, because I even bought versions, I bought different versions on GOG and stuff, but it wasn't, none of them were the Amiga version. The reason why I want the Amiga version obviously is because it's the one I played, but the sound design, the sound quality in the Amiga version is better than all the other versions, in my opinion. Very ambient. I didn't play any better Stanley Parable Good 3 games actually. I still have them. When did Molyneux say that, Dot Gobbler? When did the biggest liar who ever existed in the games industry tell that lie? You got Syndicate? Probably. I think I've got every game ultra-wide though. I downloaded, there's on Emu Paradise, there's a full ROM set, there's an Amiga full ROM set that's about just over 2 gig, so it should be maced games. Let me have a look. I do have Syndicate. It's in 4 discs, unfortunately though. I think I've got 2 disk drives in the go here, so I can load the first 2 discs, I think. Nothing lasts, Amicus, really. Everything ages, doesn't it? Come on, the Piper done. There's still a good handful, I would say, of Amiga games that are still really playable and good still these days. The vast majority of the games are a bunch of rip-offs though. Poor rip-offs. Right, let's see if this works. This particular emulator makes the Amiga disk drive sound for some reason. Cheats. That does not look right. That does not look right. Is it crashed? I think it might have crashed. I think it's crashed. Maybe... No, I've got it set to A500, but I'll try to A500 plus. It worked. It didn't work on the A500, but it works on the A500 Plus. I don't know how to select. I keep disconnecting and reconnecting to the chat for some reason. Is the stream alright? The stream's not being interrupted, is it? I'm assuming you can turn that sound effect off, but it's actually quite handy to have the sound effect to know that it's still fine and hasn't crashed. So this game was about 30 years ago. Oh, come on. Stream is fine. The drummer is fine. The edge is fine. Wow. Wow. How do they do that? How do they fit that on a floppy disk? I'm going to get asked to swap discs, I think, but I don't know how that's going to work. I've never done it before. I hope I'm going to get asked to swap discs anyway. We've got a cursor, we've got... Do I need to do this? That'll do. That'll do. It's been so difficult to find like stable emulation. I don't really mind the load times that much. They are faster than they used to be. That's interesting. It says these disk drives here are disabled, so maybe I can get up to 4 disk drives. Maybe no. Add multiple floppies at once. Huh. Huh. Oh no, what happened there? It isn't web-based Commodores, no. It's I go because I tried a load of web-based ones, and as I say, I couldn't find Amiga versions of Populous that I wanted. Oh, I accidentally quit. It's it is as Brenfrew said, it's FSAUE, but I go Amiga Forever as well, because that has all the boot ROMs in it. But I'll show you. I've only just started using FSUAE, but it has this area here that came with preloaded in Amiga Forever. It came with preloaded games, but these game files are a different type for the ones that I usually use. I usually just use ADF files, which is Amiga floppy disk files, and you can load them in this section here. So for some reason you can load things in this section or in this section, but it seems to work pretty well. Have you seen a thing called Wii U USB helper? Don't know what that is. Ultra wide, what is that? Oh, hang on. Sorry. There's a guy who does emulation videos on YouTube. I think his name is Just Jamie, I think. Let me just double check that. Yeah, Just Jamie is the guy's name. This guy.
So with a lot.
He does decent tutorials and stuff. Can I use my buttons to do that? No? Oh, you're joking. There's no keyboard buttons to move the map. That's a pain in the arse. Right, I'll just use the mouse. Who got the shotgun? Is that speed? It is. It's a real nuisance not being able to use the keyboard. I should be able to use it. I can pause it. No, there's no keys. What a bloody pain in the arse.
Mission completed.
Oh wait, don't leave. Ah, bastard. Because if I pick that Uzi up, I can use it for research and development sort of thing. Gonna stop, you fucking idiots. Did you get it? They got it. Can I just leave? Good. You've no idea how impressed I was with these cutscenes when I was first playing this game. Good morning, Papa from Ash. It's always Amicus Ray was saying he found having all the GameCube games on a hard drive didn't make him want to play them. It's always the same with emulation. You go into emulation and go, this is going to be incredible. I'm going to be able to play hundreds and hundreds and thousands of games, and then you install it all and you play half a dozen games for about 3 minutes each, and then you never look at them again. It's always the same story with emulators. Good work in the last episode. Thanks very much, Good Wee Games. Thank you. Got a good bit more feedback in the last episode, was quite nice. Still don't really know how to get the numbers up any. I don't understand how to do that. I don't know if you can when you're Scottish. New weaponry has been submitted to the research department. Where's the save states in this? Is it? Oh, here, save state. Cool. I'll play one more mission. It doesn't get very exciting for a while. Syndicate. Love to hear that about games. Well, it beats Fortnite, which is like exciting straight away, but somehow also isn't very exciting. To get your numbers up, I'm sure you could hire a guy who will tell you to collab or synergy up your brand or create calls. That sounds like Jerry, actually. Sounds like I need to talk to Jerry. Research. You must be able to you must be able to speed this up. How much money have I got? Thousands. I think I'm spending all my money on I need one of them at least. Can I give that to somebody else? Can I even do that? I can I? I think I need to drop it in game. I'm starting to remember how many things there are to spend money on in this. You need to upgrade all your cybernetics and all that, don't you? Persuadatron. I need one. Why was that flashing though? Oh, it just flashes when you hover over it. I see. Right, let's go. One more mission. Alt W, I try. Alt W. Warp mode enabled. Oh, Jesus. Can I drop these fucking weapons? No. Oh, I can. This felt so real when I was a kid. That's because it's ultra realistic, that's why. Oh, hang on, there's some heavies up there. Thanks for the resub, Joe Trope. Many thank yous. Not just one thank you, many thank yous. Thanks, Joe. Right, let's shoot, guys. Let's shoot some dudes. So do they? I think they when you've persuaded them, they automatically pick up the weaponry. I think. Why are you not shooting him? Shoot him! Fuck's sake! Did they get it? They didn't get it. What is that he's got? He's got a fucking Uzi. He's got an Uzi. Somebody pick the Uzi up. They get it? I think they got it. Where's this one gone? Right, hold on. I need to keep these idiots away for this one. So good. Hang on, use your stone now. Evacuate? They just want me to evacuate now. He's shooting me. He's shooting at me. There's no tutorial, actually, now that you mention it, Sean. Game just starts. Can't mind if I need to take all of these out, get them all into the evacuation area to be able to take them out, but I'm taking my time anyway. Mission complete.
Mission completed.
What fun. Woof. Oh, I could have done the warp thing, couldn't I? If I keep forgetting. Can I just Alt W warp mode enabled so I can just go through the menu systems and... Aye. Good to know. So now that I own these areas, I can put the tax up. I've just remembered. But I'm not going to do that just now. Warp. This mission's just violence then. Save state. Save. Cool. Pipe Mania, my god. Populous. Jesus. I don't want to start the warp mode before the game because I don't want to give the guy like a mad head start. Oh, I've not got keyboard control with this either. If any's ever get into Populous, allow me to give you a tip. I used to, when I was playing Populous, level out the land for these guys until they had big castles, but that's not really the best way of doing it, because if you leave them in wee houses, it means that they spawn quicker. So as long as you make sure that the land in front of them is ready to be populated, it's alright to leave them in wee houses. Don't go for the castle straight away. Populous tip there for you. In Populous 2 they added the really handy feature of being able to right click on your followers' houses and they would spawn out a wee guy. Like just happened there. But you can't do that in the first one. So all the faffing about that I did to try and get Populous to work properly was just so that I could have this sound that you're hearing right now. Do without that disk drive sound. You must be able to turn that off, surely. I don't know. I don't know how. User at work, no doing anything important. Could you find out how I turn that off, that disk drive sound? We're looking good here. We're looking good. Oh shit. Didn't mean that. Sound effects can get a wee bit annoying, but it's better not to have them turned off. Hopefully their leader of... Yeah, there he goes. He's just... So there's a wee bit of a dirty tactic that I'm using here because the leader has fallen into a swamp, so what I'm going to do is just surround that with swamp so that it keeps happening. This is the best way of spawning people out, is just to build and make the castles weird so that they overflow and then they spill out and build extra houses and castles. Volume? What do you mean volume? What do you mean volume? Huh? Oh, I get the joke, typical landlord. I get the joke. Whoa, wait a minute, what? Hold on. I don't know how to pause this bloody game. So if he's intent on sending all his followers to his papal thingy, whatever that's called, I build a volcano and that forces all his guys out of their houses, and they're probably just all going to wander towards these swamps, hopefully. 2 seconds, 2 seconds, 2 seconds. Audio, floppy drive. Is it the empty floppy drive? It's no worked. I've turned it off, but it's no worked. It hasn't worked. Well, I've unchecked all the defaults and put the mod into 0. Still doing it. Maybe you need to restart again for that to take effect. Maybe, possibly. Possibly, maybe. Really wish I could use the keyboard to move. We're trouncing them anyway. But it is the first level, so that was always going to happen. Populous at the beginning, was that the PS1? I don't think he's done anything to me yet, this opponent. But he has got his hands full. I did go on holiday Amicus Rally, yes I did. I'll talk about it in a second. This guy's nae good. This god I'm playing against is nae good. This is too relaxing for a stream, I think. I get too into it. They're all living in mud huts and stuff, these guys, they're screwed. Is Molyneux back? Is he back saying sorry? What was that cube called? The thing that they hyped up. I've forgotten the name yet. Curiosity, that's what it was. I can only alter the land where I can see one of my own flags there, if you see that. Sweet guy's on a mission. Look at that, I completely wiped him out of that island. They're all dead. Just finish this one level and then I'll stop playing this. You don't know until you try, but this isn't really a Steam game because I get too absorbed in it. I'm going to turn off the sound effects. So we'll just get music. Wasn't really much of a challenge this level, this guy. The opponent isn't very aggressive. could just press Armageddon and have a big fight, but you get a terrible score when you do that, so I'd prefer to try and... Maybe I'll make a knight, is what I'll do. Oh, I didn't mean that. Put that there, tell them all to go to that, and we'll make a knight. Make it a night to remember. Brilliant. Absolutely, absolutely brilliant. Why does it keep going away? I want to keep an eye on that. Oh, I didn't mean that. Right, he's already pretty tough. He's pretty close to maximum strength already. I'll just make that knight. But what I will need to do is clear out. So there he is. I'll need to clear out the swamps. So that my knight doesn't fall down the swamps. Oh, I need to build him a path. It's going to actually take a while for that one night to go around all his crappy wee tents killing everybody. can't place the Papal Magnet because I don't have a leader. I've got one now, but fuck is he gone? How do you play Populous with no mouse? Defrost. Is that not excruciating? Populous on the Amiga, Goth Casual as. The definitive aversion because the other versions don't have as good a sound, in my opinion. But that, I always played the Amiga version, so I would say that. You could get a SNES mouse though, and I'm pretty sure I had one at some point. I think that did exist, a SNES mouse. We only played a couple of levels of Syndicate, John, at college. I'm trying to finish this first level, but I don't want to use the Armageddon because you get a terrible score when you use Armageddon. Armageddon's this skull and crossbones thing here. Because I've got enough power. This is where your power accumulates along this thing here. So I've pretty much got the maximum amount of power. And I could use Armageddon. When you press the Armageddon button, it means that every follower comes out of their house. And it just becomes a one-on-one fight between you and your followers and your opponent's followers. But it's deemed a not very skillful way of winning, so you get a terrible score for doing that. The red guys have kind of spilled out into the nice flat land that I've made here, and it's a bit annoying. They're taking advantage of my nice land, but my knight should take care of them. I never had, John at college was asking if I had the mouse for Mario Paint. I never had like a SNES when I was younger. I'm talking about like years later when I was an adult going to car boot sales and stuff. I had a mouse for the SNES. You can kill all your guys if you want, Rabbit Snap, but you'll lose the map. probably not very happy with how much spreading about this guy's done. So relaxing. For me, no so much for yous. I'm gonna warp. Right, I'm gonna make another night. I'm just gonna keep making nights, is what I'm gonna do. because this is taking too long. How powerful is he? Not powerful enough. How powerful is he now? Powerful enough. Sorry, I'm just going back through the comments. Sean Noonan, you asking what the goal of the game is? The goal is to eradicate the opponent. Which I probably should have done a while ago, but kind of been taking my time. But I'll get a good few knights out there killing everybody now, so I don't know why they insist on going all the way into the furthest parts of the map, because there's a load of folk at the front line here that they could be taking it. Yay! These volcanic rocks are really annoying to get rid of because you need to sink them in the water, so you need to get rid of all the land. gonna warp again because it's taking too long. We're very close. We're very, very close. We're very, very close. That. Yeah, brand new, Big T, and that is brand new. Out this week. There's only like, as far as I can tell for the map, there's only like a few. He's nearly dead. He's very, very nearly dead. That might be the last house. No quite. So where's the last one? I can't see it on the map. Oh, he's heading towards it. So there must be something along here. Oh no, I won. I won. PC only defrost. I don't think the Switch would be able to handle. I don't think the Switch would be able to handle this game. It says I only had 2 nights, but I'm sure I had more than that, so maybe some of my nights must have died. Probably died of old age, it was taking so long. How do they do that? How do they do that? A500 plus Hex Adventure. I tried the 500 and it didn't load properly. I can just warp out of this, can't I? I'll start it, but I'll save state it. Save state. So I don't really. I'm just going to turn that on again just to see. Because I turned that disk drive effect off, but it's all come back on again. Why has that happened? Default, default, default. 0, 0. Main volume. Right, it seems to have saved. I just had to restart the software, so it has got rid of the disk click now. But that's the level I played. Do you think if I go into the load state, it's still off. It's still off, so that's good. That's good. Fixed. There it's gone, I miss it. I know. I think Powermonger, somebody said earlier that Powermonger was better than Populous. I don't know if they were just winding me up by saying that, but I think Powermonger was definitely, it was a few years after Populous, so it was a bit more intricate. Definitely Populous 2 as well makes a lot of improvements on Populous, but there's something about the simplicity of the gameplay that means that to me it's more than just a game. It ticks these different boxes for me. It's the organising, it's the ADHD stuff, it's the organising and the making everything flat and equal. I could play it for days. I wasn't that into Powermonger. I did play it, but I wasn't into it the way I was into Populous games. Populous and Syndicate actually both remind me of the band Yes, because the first time I started listening to the band Yes, I was playing those games, so I'd sit for hours and hours and hours. It was the very first level that I was playing, Sean, and so it quite quickly the opponent gets faster. And when the opponent gets faster, he starts doing stuff to you, like putting volcanoes and swamps and stuff, so you've got a lot more to do. But that first level is quite relaxed. Astonishingly, I haven't actually checked whether... I'm assuming that I can play one of my favourite games at all time on this emulator. Populous 2 is really good. Graphically, a massive improvement, but also a lot more powers and a lot more heroes as well. You know, like you saw me creating a wee knight, but in Populous 2, is Populous 2 the Olympian Gods, I think is the name of the sequel. So you can create a load of mythical gods and demigods. So you can have like Hercules and Helena Troy. What's the one that begins with a P that I've forgotten the name? He's dead fast. I just want to hear the music. Amicus Riley. Don't worry about it. High res? Bring it on. And any drive. I can do that. It's in. But it's in. I put it in. Maybe I'll put it in the same drive. For fuck's sake. It is. But I might need to boot this again. Let's try this multi-select. Apparently you can put multiple image files in to one drive. 1, 2, open, start. Right, disc 1, disc 2. Not enough. Fuck's sake. Why no? Maybe I need to try a different Kickstart disc. Kickstarter? I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Do 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 do. Every time I've played this game, I click the button and a wee clock appears and I put the wee clock in that guy's hand. Thousands and thousands and thousands of times I've done this. 31 years old, this game. Good morning, Bag of Knives. This game is twice as old as Bag of Knives. Sounds like diarrhea. Good, I'm glad you're enjoying it. The train does have a nose. Why am I not warping past? I should be warping, shouldn't I? Dun 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 dun. Gonna warp while it loads. There you go. There you go. Right, you really need to be able to use the keyboard in this, unfortunately, so... I can use the mouse to navigate, but that's nae... Anyway, that'll probably be driving you insane. Much better. Why isn't it all allowing keyboard controls? That's bloody annoying. I'll need to figure that out. I'll need to figure that out for the Mora for the next stream, because that's all we're going to be playing is just Amiga emulators. I'm joking. I'm joking, of course. Right, well, I've been streaming for 2.5 hours, if you can believe that, so I think it's probably time that I left and did something else with my life. I'll tell you about the holiday of the Mora then, Amicus Riley. I'll give you something to talk about the Mora. I don't have anything on the Mora either, so I can stream again at 9 o'clock. Would you prefer 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock? I might get away with doing 8 o'clock. Nine o'clock. Alright, I'll be back at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. I didn't get pickpocketed, Brentford. There's over 300 incidents of pickpocketing and muggings every day in Barcelona. I felt as if you could spot pickpockets, but I was very on my guard anyway, because so many people had told me about it anyway, so I was usually on the lookout, but I was also like, I was quite relaxed. I'll tell you about it tomorrow. I've not got time to do it all the day. I'll try and figure out something else to play other than Amiga emulators tomorrow, because I get too absorbed in them. I need to sort out my Game Pass, my Microsoft Game Pass. Anybody playing that space game? That new space game that's out, that Starfield game? Anybody playing that? Xbox is fucking dead. Nobody has played Starfield. Absolutely nobody. That's going to seem like an awful lot of waste of money to that games company that made that game. I still don't really know anything about it other than it's quite dull. I put 60 hours into it. It's samey. Fucking hell. Jesus. How much did it cost to make that? Right, I'm gonna go and try and think of something else to do. Make some future plans and stuff like that, but I'm also gonna have to really, really fight the temptation to play Populous 2 on the emulator. Well, it was nice to see you, even if you didn't enjoy the stream, which you obviously clearly didn't. A bunch of whiners. It was nice to see you anyway. Did anybody see Sean Strickland beating Israel Adesanya for the UFC middleweight title at the weekend? That was quite exciting, wasn't it? I know you're fighting. Anybody down for a raid? Thanks very much, Sean. I'd listen to that for like dozens and dozens of hours on repeat. I'm no raiding Lemmy, because they called me a smelly bastard 3 years ago, so he blew it. He fucking blew it. Right, I'm just gonna go away then. Watch this. Exercise and meditate. Bye then. Farewell, bye. I've not actually spoken to you since the Animal Crossing thing, have I? I'll see you tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Exercise and meditate if you want. Fairly well.